Welcome back. We are talking to plant and garden expert Craig Hignite on all of your questions you guys are putting in the Facebook Live. And right now we have Jeff who asks, is now a good time to trim back hydrangeas?
You only want to take out dead wood at this point, especially if it's a color, pink or blue. Just take the dead wood out. I assume that you've got fairly decent growth coming out. If you're dealing with the limelights and the Annabelles, they can be cut a little shorter, but you've let them wake up already, so it could give them a setback. And I want to correct something I might have said before. It's the 10th, 20th, the 1st, the 10th, and the 20th. I'll get it right eventually for the fertilizing regime.
Okay, 1st, 10th, and 20th. Okay, Jamie saying, I have 2 mums. When is a good time to trim it down for this planting season?
Oh, right now. Mums should only be about 2 to 3 inches tall right now. With this early warm weather, if they've shot up higher, flat top, 2 to 3 inches above the ground.
And Gary asks, my asparagus bed is creeping outwards, but no stems come up in the middle of the bed. What can I do?
Well, at that, you just have to let Mother Nature take her course. This is the way asparagus grows. You start with that crown, and it gets bigger every year. Someday, it's going to turn around and head back in on itself. But do not dig into that bed. You do not want to damage the root system on asparagus, opening it up to disease. Just let Mother Nature take her course and make sure that you give it a nice dose of fertilizer, organic, I would hope, about the 1st of June.
Okay. Dale asking, they're going to be moving. Can we dig up our plants and take them with us? They have hydrangeas, roses, stargazers, a butterfly bush, and put them in at their new place.
Well, some of those are going to move easier than others. The one that I think you're going to have the most trouble with are stargazers. Those lilies have spent all their energy getting up out of the ground, and the bulbs are definitely depleted. With everything else, I call this a killer cure operation. You move everybody with as much soil as possible and get it out of the ground and back in the ground as quickly as possible. And then you have to wonder, the new people in the house are going to wonder, where did all the plants go?
That is a good point.
Yes.
And then Jean asked, I have a flowering almond bush that seems to be dying. Should I wait until it's done blooming and then cut out the dead branches?
Yes, wait until it's done blooming and then take out dead wood. It's an early bloomer, so if some of it has gotten overgrown, if it's starting to look a little lopsided, you can prune the heavy side back a little bit, trying to force the growth the other way. But do wait until after bloom to take out the dead wood.
Okay. Lori says that they were given some iris bulbs that have been in soil in a basement for at least 2 years. Are they worth trying to plant outside?
It's amazing. I had some iris rhizomes that they actually were not in soil for over a year. So take a look at the rhizomes. See if they're still got some life to them. Do the little scratch test to make sure that there's still live wood in there, and get them out in the ground as soon as possible.
And Don asks, what do you use to kill creeping Charlie?
Oh, that's over the top. It is a fertilome product. It works very well. Keep it off of desirable plant material. Make sure that we're not going to have rain for at least 12 hours after it goes on, and try and find a calm day to put it on. It won't damage grass, but it will damage any broadleaf that you get it on. That's weed-free zone.
Okay. Gail asking that they didn't have time to put spring fertilizer down. Is it too soon to put weed and feed down?
It's a little early for the weed and feed. That normally would be in about 2 to 3 weeks that would go on. What I tell people, you look for an unkept lot somewhere, and as soon as you see the first puffballs on the dandelions open up, go ahead and put on your weed and feed.
All right, Craig, thank you so much. That's all the time we have for this segment, but be sure you join the Facebook Live each and every Wednesday where we take your questions and make you part of the conversation. We'll be right back.